Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to diagnose and fix Jenkins disk full errors. This is more critical than you think, because when your Jenkins master runs out of disk space, it does not just stop new builds. It can corrupt your build history, crash active plugins, and cause silent data loss across your entire automation pipeline. Let us break down why this happens and how you can reclaim that lost space permanently. Specifically, we will look at how to find where the space is going, how to rotate old build records, how to handle massive workspace folders, how to purge orphaned artifacts, and finally, how to set up monitoring so you never hit this limit again. Watch the full video without skipping any content to understand it better. Before we get into the topic, a small request to you. I have already uploaded many technical videos on different technologies and tools. We share more knowledgeable content every day. So if you are interested in learning and want to improve your skills, make sure you have subscribed to our channel and joined our WhatsApp community. The join link is available in the description or scan the QR code shown on the screen. Let us get started. So why does Jenkins consume disk space so aggressively? Jenkins is a write-heavy application. Every single build generates logs, metadata, and often large artifacts. If you have 10 jobs running hourly, you are generating hundreds of files every single day. Over a month, that adds up to massive overhead. The real danger is that Jenkins doesn't reclaim this by default. It keeps everything until you explicitly tell it to stop. And if you are running on a cloud instance with a fixed EBS volume size, you will eventually reach a hard wall where the operating system can no longer write temporary files, causing the entire Jenkins daemon to hang or crash. Before you start deleting things, you need to know where the space is going. Do not just look at the overall disk usage. You need to identify the specific subdirectories that are ballooning. The most effective way is to use the disk usage command on your Jenkins home directory. Focus your search on the jobs directory, the workspace folder, and the build subdirectory. These are the usual suspects. I have put the exact command on the screen to help you list the top 10 largest directories within your Jenkins home. This tells you exactly which project is the primary offender, rather than guessing. On line 1, we use the disk usage command with the A and H flags. The A flag ensures we include files, not just directories, and the H flag makes the output human readable. We then pipe that into the sort command to order them by size, and finally use the head command to show only the top 20. This gives you an immediate list of what is eating your storage. The most common root cause is build history bloat. By default, Jenkins keeps every single build record indefinitely. If you have a job that runs every 5 minutes, you are storing thousands of records that you likely never look at. To fix this, you must enable the discard old build strategy in every job configuration. This allows you to set a maximum number of builds to keep or a time-based threshold, like keeping builds for only 30 days. This is the single most effective way to prevent disk exhaustion in the long run. If you are using Jenkins pipelines, you should define this in your Jenkins file. Line 2 uses the build discarder option. We set the number of builds to keep to 10 and the number of artifact sets to keep to 5. This ensures that even if a job runs constantly, Jenkins automatically prunes the old records, keeping your disk usage flat rather than growing indefinitely. The second major source of bloat is the workspace directory. Jenkins keeps the source code and all downloaded dependencies of your build on the disk even after the build finishes. If you are building a large application, this workspace can be massive. The fix here is to configure your jobs to clean the workspace before or after the build. You can do this using the Workspace Cleanup plugin, which is a standard in most production environments. It ensures that every time a build starts, the environment is fresh and old files are wiped out, saving significant space. In your pipeline script, simply call the clean.ws function. This command tells Jenkins to wipe the workspace directory entirely. It is a simple, effective way to ensure that your build environment does not retain junk from previous runs. It is much safer than manual deletion because it runs as part of the pipeline process, ensuring that it only touches the directory specifically assigned to that job. The third source is orphaned artifacts. Sometimes you have artifacts that are not tied to a specific build record or are left behind due to a failed cleanup job. These are files that occupy space but are effectively invisible in the Jenkins UI. To fix this, you may need to use the Jenkins script console to locate and purge these files. This is a powerful, low-level tool that allows you to execute groovy code directly against the Jenkins master. Be very careful with this, as deleting the wrong file can break your internal build metadata. This code snippet iterates through all jobs on your server. On line 1, we grab every item from the Jenkins instance. On line 2, we loop through each job. Inside this loop, you can add your custom logic to identify builds that are older than a specific date or larger than a specific size. It is a surgical approach to cleaning up storage when standard retention policies have failed you. What if you have cleared the build history and the workspaces, but the disk is still full? Sometimes the problem is not Jenkins jobs at all. Check the system log directory. If a plugin is failing, it might be writing thousands of lines of errors to the Jenkins log file every minute. I have seen log files grow to 50 gigabytes in just a few days because of a single misconfigured plugin. Check the file size in the system logs folder. If it is massive, rotate the log and investigate the error messages. That is usually where you will find the hidden culprit. Do not wait for a crash to happen. The best way to manage this is through proactive monitoring. Jenkins has a monitoring plugin that tracks disk usage on both the master and your build agents. You should configure this to alert your team via Slack or email when disk usage crosses 80%. This gives you a buffer to clear the space manually before the system locks up. It is the difference between a planned maintenance window and a middle-of-the-night emergency. Let me give you a real-world scenario. A video streaming platform serving 2 million active users had a Jenkins master that was crashing every single time they tried to deploy a major update. They were running 500 concurrent build jobs. They discovered a single workspace folder that had grown to 200 gigabytes because it was caching intermediate video files that were never cleared. By implementing a strict workspace cleanup policy and moving the artifact storage to an external S3 bucket, they reduced their local disk footprint by 70%. Their deployments became reliable again, and they saved thousands in storage costs. To wrap up, remember these 5 points. First, always define a build discarded strategy in your jobs to prune old records. Second, use workspace cleanup plugins to prevent your workspace directory from becoming a graveyard of old files. Third, monitor your disk usage threshold and set alerts for when you hit 80% capacity. Fourth, check your system log directory for runaway error logging that might be filling your disk. And finally, move large build artifacts to external object storage like S3 rather than keeping them on your local Jenkins disk. If you follow these steps, you will keep your Jenkins instance healthy and stable. I believe this video will definitely be a useful video. If you liked the video, please do like and hype the video. Also share it with your friends and groups. It may be useful to somebody else. If you have any doubts or any requests, please let me know in the comments. Make sure you have subscribed to stay updated for our regular videos. Join our WhatsApp community using the link in the description because we share more knowledgeable content every day. Thank you for watching. See you soon in the next video.